Hi, once again, my name is Keira Hart-Mendoza and I'm one of the movement artists here at the hospital. I provide stretch breaks to the staff, but I also teach longer Pilates and yoga classes for staff on Mondays and Wednesdays. And I want to show you how to engage your abdominal muscles. It's not an easy feat to engage your abs, and I feel like we're often told just use your abs whenever you're doing any sort of exercise. And as a Pilates instructor, I like to show people exactly how we accomplish that goal. So I'm going to demonstrate a few different ways for you to find your abs and then actually engage them. Sounds simple, but let's try it together. So what we're going to do is find a nice position on our mat where our feet are about 6 to 8 inches away from our tailbone, knees are bent, and your knees are in parallel position. What you're going to try to do is find what's called a neutral spine. So neutral spine means that your pelvis and your spine are naturally curved. You're not flattening your back into the mat, and you're not arching your back to rock your pelvis down towards your heels. So the pelvis and the spine are connected. You want to have a neutral pelvis and a neutral spine. Another way to think about it is your pelvic bowl right here. You want your pelvic bowl to be parallel to the floor. So imagine that you have a pelvis full of water. You don't want it to slosh forward towards your face or down towards your heels. You also don't want it to slosh side to side. So once you find this neutral pelvis, neutral bowl, we want to try to engage the deepest stabilizers of our abdominals. So you want to think of drawing your belly button down towards your spine, like you're emptying that bowl of some of its water, or making that bowl more concave. So it's a scoop in the belly, and then you can just let that go. So notice that I'm not, again, flattening my back to find that. I'm trying to keep that neutral pelvis, neutral back, but simply drawing the belly button down with an exhale. The exhale really helps to draw that belly button down to engage those deep stabilizing abdominal muscles. So you could try a few of these with breath. Exhale, really draw the belly button down, scoop the belly, and then release with an inhale. Exhale, scoop, and release. We're going to find our abdominals in another way, through flexion of the upper body, particularly in the core. For this, we're going to interlace our fingertips behind our head, and this provides a nice support for our neck. So as we flex the trunk of our body, we're thinking of sliding our ribs closer down towards our hips. So not only does this use our abdominal muscles, but it brings our upper body forward in space. So a term you might hear when you're doing a sit-up or any Pilates mat work is chin to chest. And that's going to happen when you draw those abdominal muscles closer together. Your head comes forward. You want to think of your chin towards your chest, forehead towards the knees, and eyes through the thighs. So you may have heard the term eyes on the prize. We're thinking eyes through the thighs for this exercise. So let's do a couple of those. Again, with breath, exhale, scoop, sliding the ribs down towards the hips. Hold it. Inhale to lengthen the spine back. Exhale, scoop and curve up. Inhale, lengthen back. So today I just taught my Pilates class how to find an even deeper engagement of the abdominals. We're going to scoop and lift and then find that first belly button draw down at the same time. So here we go. Exhale, scoop and lift. When you're there, try to draw that belly button down. Pause and release back. Again, it's really subtle. You might not even be able to see this happening in my body, but I'm really engaged forward, downward. That's also causing my pelvic floor and glutes to engage. So simple chest lift, but very effective for strengthening our abdominals. Let's do that one more time. Hold, belly button down, and release. Okay, so one more thing I want to show you how to find are your side abdominal muscles, your oblique muscles. And I'm going to do this with a supine spine twist. This is also a really good way to stretch your spine out. You're gonna float your legs into a tabletop position, which is 90 degrees. Knees are right over hips. And arms are gonna open wide. And what we're gonna do is take our knees to one diagonal, and notice this lifts my left hip off. So right now those side abdominal muscles have to work together to draw the knees back center. Again, always using the breath. Inhale, tilt, reach the knees to the other diagonal. Now my right side has to work really hard with an exhale to bring the knees back center. Notice I'm keeping my legs tight together as I reach them. My opposite shoulder is grounding down towards the floor. Again, looks very simple, but if you're doing it correctly, there's a lot of effort, a lot of work happening here. Exhale, rib and hip, pull me back center. One more time each side. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, those side abdominal muscles working here. Big stretch, twisting through the spine, and back center. So, just a couple small exercises to help you find your abs. If you ever have 5 to 10 minutes, you can just do those 3 exercises, pulling the belly button down, exhale doing your chest lift, and then letting your knees fall side to side, and that will strengthen everything here in the core for you. Good luck.